Good morning, Madam Chair.
Good morning. How are you?
I miss you at Water. Good morning, colleagues, and Councillor Rollins. Thanks very much for moving the motion to allow me to speak today. We had a bit of a communication breakdown in my office, so I appreciate all of your support for that. I'm here to speak about a couple of items. Number one, I want to take this opportunity, first and foremost, not only to thank Mr. Lewis for his generosity and patience with offering the gift of flashing amber lights to the City of Winnipeg, but also to Mr. David Patman of the Public Service. Often we have a number of people that go unsung within any organization, and I think that not only Mr. Patman, Mr. Lewis, and many others worked tirelessly to have this agreement come to fruition, and I think we're almost at the finish line, and I was proud to be a part of the last last bit of the negotiation to make sure that we did reach an agreement that was mutually beneficial. I do have a couple of questions that I'm hoping you can ask the Public Service for me, and that would be the addition of a 3-month trial period that appears to be on the report. We have done a test, as you well know, of the lights. These are the same amber lights that the City of Toronto has purchased, the exact same model. City of Toronto purchased them, I believe it was 24 months ago or within the last 24 months, and installed them at all their schools. So this is the exact same product. When we were testing the product that Mr. Lewis has given, same as the Toronto one, it was during the October storm that I think we all remember, and they did well. They made it through that, and they worked very well and showed their ability. So I guess I'm a little puzzled by why we would add another, let's put it in a school zone and wait 3 months to see if they work. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, does that mean will it reduce the traffic speed? Will it increase the traffic speed, or is it mechanical? It's not clear. So some clarity on that, and really, quite frankly, I have to be honest. If we wait another 3 months, that's another 3 months before another set of lights go up. And, you know, I heard members of this council talk about the fact that school buses are out, valid points. And we need to have these flashing lights. I'm tired of hearing about the revenue and all of this. At the end of the day, we all want the lights, and we need an agreement that protects the City of Winnipeg and also Mr. Lewis. And I think we're there, but I don't see why we would have to wait and see how it works for 3 months. In addition to that, on behalf of, it's a bit selfish on my part, I'll be honest before I say it. I would really like to see Mr. Lewis have the ability to pick the first location. It is his gift. There is a school near and dear to his heart in Westwood. Yes, I am the representative for Westwood. I don't know if I have to recuse myself for that, but I think that would be a kind gesture on our part to get this done. So I'm hoping my colleagues can take care of that. Item 25 is the honorary street naming of Gary Epp. This, to me, is probably one of the best things I've had to do on council since entering into office almost 2 years ago. A number of residents reached out on Facebook and other social media and then called the office about Gary Epp. He is a mature resident in our community who for the last 10 to 15 years spends 5 hours a day minimum walking in Charleswood picking up garbage. He doesn't ask for anything. He's not looking for anything in return. He used to help shovel people's driveway if they were at work and he saw an issue. He has just been a saint, in my opinion, after talking to many people. You may have read about him in the Free Press. They did a very large article on him. He lives on Berkeley. That's where he started his cleaning career, helping keep our neighborhood clean. And he's expanded that, of course. So it is my hope that this committee will give that street naming their blessing, and that we could work with the Public Service to get this street naming up sometime in October. There's some reasons. The timing is an issue, and right now I know that the community has been working, putting together a large thank you card for them, and they've spent weekends in different locations. So any assistance that we could get from the Public Service to have this move forward, if you so choose to agree, would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to just talk about item 12 for a couple of seconds. I haven't been briefed on what the Public Service has found. I'm not a member of the committee, and I understand that. But I want to make a couple of things really clear on this one, because there has been some confusion around it. September 22nd, coming up here, is the day that my brothers and I had our life change. And I can tell you, since that day, which is the day that my mother was strangled to death, we have gone through many hurdles. We've gone through many challenges, and we've persevered the best that we could. We've faced a lot of discrimination, a lot of people that will look at you when you tell them what happened and judge you, judge your family, or judge the status that your family may have had. Domestic abuse does not care where you live, what you do for a living, how old you are, what your education level is. It doesn't care. It doesn't discriminate. I know, and every year on that day, my brothers and I always talk, and we share memories of our mom, and we talk about what we think she would want us to do in the next year. We haven't done it every year, I'll be honest. There's been years where we weren't in a position to do that. We're now much older. I'm much older, and we can have those more one-on-one discussions. But we live every day knowing that our mom, who was Indigenous, is nothing more than a statistic. And the man who took her life that night spent 7 years in jail, tops. I vowed many years after, not right away, I was far too young, many years after, to fight. No matter what, I was going to fight. This isn't political for me, and I don't want it to be political. This is personal. This is personal. I vowed to make a difference on behalf of my mom, so there was some meaning to what happened. It's not political. I don't think we need to get into the politics part of it today. But this means much more than just doing something to help my mom or to give it meaning. It's to help others. We don't hear about many of the domestic violence murders that happen in our country, but 3 of them happened last week. That's based on statistics. And I think it's growing, that statistic. I don't want to see this play out in a political matter, and I don't think it will, but I really don't want to see that happen. It's disappointing, but more importantly, it's been very hurtful so far. And my love and my brother's loves for our mother is not going to wane. And that's why we will continue to fight forward. And I wanted to give you a different perspective, because that's what this is about. I don't know what the report is from the public service. I haven't heard from anybody. And that's fine. But I'm hoping today that you, as my colleagues, will take a moment and think about the hundreds of thousands of women and men, seniors and kids that are suffering from abuse right now. And know that when that happens, there's very little that can be done. There's not a lot of resources that reach out to help you. Very little. I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about how this facility could be used as an incubator for this group to start the set time, not as a shelter. That's not its intention, but rather as a place to feel like they belong. A place that will reward these women for the pain and work that they've endured for years, and that they've endured trying to change their life and break the cycle. That's the hardest part. Men need to stand and tell other men it's not okay to hit a woman. It's not okay to abuse your partner. It's not okay to exploit a woman. My ultimate goal was to have the law changed. You exploit a woman if you're a part of that trade right now, a man, your first offense is nothing more than a don't do that again. That's wrong. So today, I hope you'll think about the non-political side of this and what that empty space could be. Hope. For not just this one group, for other groups. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Klein. Any questions? No.
Good.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too, and thanks again for letting me speak.
Next up is John.